are Joel and Lia.
And today's video is all about questions Brits have for Canadians.
Well, it's questions we have for Canadians, but we're British, so here you go. Here's some questions that we have and maybe some other British people have.
Yeah.
Let's kick it right off with the first question.
So the first question can come across quite shady, but stay with us, bear
We're not
with us.
shady.
No, we're not shady. Why is Canada always overshadowed by the US?
Yeah, I mean, all we ever hear about, especially over here, is just the US.
Yeah.
Canada is never bigged up.
No.
I mean, a few people are like, oh, I love Canada, and that rightly so. It's a beautiful country. But why do we just not hear about it? And also, why do Canadians get so offended when we mix them up with Americans? I mean, it's awful.
I guess it's because they're a different country. Just the same way that Scottish people might be offended if someone called them English.
Yeah.
So I guess it is offensive. But you sound the same. Scottish people sound very different to English people.
Yeah, I can't hear the difference.
No, me neither. So that's the first question.
And it makes us awkward. I was in a shop in central London and I was being helped by what I thought was an American. And then later on down the line, about 5 minutes into our conversation, she was like, oh yeah, because I'm Canadian. And I was like, and I immediately felt terrible because I kept saying, oh, you'd love my YouTube channel. It's all about, like, you know, all things British, and we do lots of, like, American comparisons, so you'll love all that.
No.
But she didn't, like, bat an eyelid, and then when she told me she was Canadian, I was like, I'm going to go now.
The only difference I've heard about is when Americans make fun of Canadians for saying the word about instead of about, which they don't even do.
Second question, why are Kraft products so huge, more so than in America?
Yeah, apparently a study was done and you Canadians eat 55% more Kraft products than America.
So we tried these products very recently in a video that we will link up in the cards, and all I can say is it's like plastic food. It's so rank.
So it's like the pasta,
mac and cheese,
and then you add milk to your powder and you make a sauce.
Yeah, really great.
It doesn't sound great. You have such great food like poutine, which Brits love. Poutine. Why do you resort to Kraft? What's the point?
Yeah, please let us know. Yeah. We'd love to know. And if you're someone who doesn't eat that, then please also let us know. Like, stick up for yourself, yeah?
Yeah, just back yourself.
Back
Canada.
yourself up.
Come on, be a bit more like the US. Kidding. We love Canada.
Not kidding.
So the next question is, why is your Prime Minister so amazing? And why do you have so many women in positions of power? It's great.
That is amazing. Rather than saying, like, why, maybe we should just say...
Congratulations.
Why don't other countries have that?
That was a good why. Like, why are you so amazing? Well, see, I just made a joke about America being like, be a bit more like America, but we don't want you to be like America.
Yeah.
Like, in the UK, we place Canada like as being like one of the best, most accepting, welcoming countries in the world.
Yeah.
So we wouldn't want you to be more like America.
Yeah, so we can eat our words.
Yeah.
Joel. Yeah, that's amazing. I think other countries should definitely take example from that.
Yeah.
And we're not gonna drill you on that. In fact, we're gonna celebrate it.
Yeah.
So thanks for
that.
that.
No need to answer that question.
Why did you guys put pineapple on a pizza? Apparently, a man from Canada invented pineapple on pizza.
Essentially, the Hawaiian pizza.
The Hawaiian.
Is weird because I thought that would be from Hawaii, but why on earth? Like, this is surely the worst thing to come out of Canada.
I bet no one in Hawaii actually likes pineapple pizza. In fact, they're probably ashamed.
Yeah, they're probably ashamed, and they're probably livid that a Canadian put their name to that pizza.
It's so gross. Like,
it's disgusting.
Fruit should not be on pizza. It's so wrong on so many levels.
Disgusting. And I'm pretty sure Italians are very offended when they see pizzas
hugely,
with pineapple on it.
Hugely. You'd never see that on an Italian menu.
No, you should be very ashamed of yourself, Canada.
Please, undo.
undo.
Control.
Back. Another question for you Canadians is, how much maple syrup do you actually eat?
Yeah, we always see branding Canadian maple syrup.
Yeah.
I've never seen any maple syrup that's not Canadian.
Yeah.
And if it is, I wouldn't buy it.
They tap it in trees, don't they? I've seen them. Like, you tap in like this thing into a tree and then out drips maple syrup. Like, if that was in the UK, I'd be taking mine to a forest and just be like,
like you're farming with the tree.
Yeah. I just have one in my pocket at all times. Like,
What, a little hammer?
Yeah.
That's amazing. How
great.
much maple syrup do you have? Do you have it on your breakfast? Do you have it not at all? Let us know.
Do you have it every meal?
Do you drink that instead of water?
Who knows?
So in a study, Canada was voted the second happiest country. Why are you so happy?
I'm always suspicious of happy people.
Why are you so happy?
Why are you so happy?
What have you got to be happy about?
Yeah. / please tell us the secret, because us Brits are miserable.
We could really do with some of that. So why are you so happy is our question.
Yeah. What could it be to do with? Maybe it's because you've got polar bears in your country.
Oh yeah, maybe because you've got like best of everything.
Yeah.
Skiing.
Yeah.
Skiing.
Poutine! Poutine! I reckon
yeah.
poutine is like a basic meal for them. They're just like, it's chips and gravy, like that's it. But to us, we're like, chips and gravy and cheese.
Stop. So the next question is, why are you guys still speaking French? I went over to Canada because my dad's sister used to live over there, so my auntie and the cousins are over there, and everyone's fluent in French, and they speak English. They're Greek, by the way. So Greeks that live in Canada
who speak English,
who speak English with a Canadian accent, and French and Greek. And it's all so messed up.
That's crazy.
Because they live in Montreal, which is the one of the areas of Canada that was colonised by the French in like 1500 something.
And you're still
speaking it. Like,
it's a useless language.
I would have sacked that off ages ago.
Oh, me too. I hate French. Like, no offence. I learned it at school and stopped. I can't do French. There's too many like silent letters.
Really? That's so funny. Yeah,
sorry to our French viewers, because I know we've got French viewers.
And let us know as well, outside of French areas of Canada, is there much French going on, or is it literally just like, you're in French land now?
Yeah. And do you get offended by people being like, can you speak English, please?
Yeah.
So I know French people do in France. They
hate it.
They hate you speaking English. So
they don't like it at all.
No. So the next one is, why do you have bagged milk?
It's so weird.
That's really weird.
It's so. I mean, I've got my own stuff to do with milk anyway. Like, why are we still drinking milk from cows? Just saying.
Yeah.
I'm not. You're not. But why is your milk in a bag?
Yeah, why?
So weird. Just put it in like a cardboard.
Carton.
A Tetra Pak. A recyclable.
What's that?
Isn't it just like a milk? Like anything,
a carton.
Anything that's in it's a Tetra Pak, isn't it?
Tetra Pak? I've never heard that.
Google Tetra Pak. Check I'm saying that right.
That's hilarious. You call it a Tetra Pak.
Do you know why I call it a Tetra Pak?
Why?
Because I know the great-great-grandson of the inventor of Tetra Pak, like the 4th richest family ever, they get a percentage of everything created that shape.
That's amazing.
Went to Hurtwood, of course they did.
Wow, of course they did. I love that you call. Oh, can you get me a milk Tetra Pak, please? You don't say, can I get a carton of milk? So
this
funny.
Is a separate video.
So that's a question for Leah. Why does she say Tetra Pak?
Why do I say Tetra Pak?
But why can't you just start using cartons or bottles? Like, what is the pros for using bagged milk? I want to know.
And
everyone wants to know.
Plastic as well, isn't it?
Plastic, but then milk bottles are plastic as well.
Well, they used to be glass.
Yeah.
Can we just go back to basics, please?
Yeah, please. Come on, Canada.
Come on, guys. Next question is, do you guys like being in the Commonwealth? It could be a touchy subject.
I think it's similar with Australians, that some really love being attached to the Commonwealth. Like, having the Queen as being like the head of their country, but other people like want to be free from it.
Yeah, I don't know what the pros and cons are.
No.
I'm guessing that the cons might be you still feel like you're ruled by another country. You're not independent.
No, even though you
probably
are, because you've got your own prime minister. Do you like it? Do you like the royal family? Do you like being linked with the UK and with Australia?
Yeah, and all the others.
Yeah.
There's loads in the Commonwealth, isn't there? There's like 52 or 53 countries.
But I quite like that. I quite like that we've got a little gang. And the final question is, do you actually say A at the end of every sentence? You're from Canada, eh?
Really?
Apparently that's what they always say.
No way.
Yeah, do that. Eh? Because like Charles always says it now, and he's like, I don't know, you're going to the supermarket, eh? Or I don't know if I'm using it right, but it's that sort of thing at the end of sentences, like A, A. They always say A.
Does it turn everything almost into a question?
Almost, yeah.
Because imagine if you were like, I'm just going to bed, eh?
That'd be weird. Bed, eh?
Bed, eh? Mummy.
Mummy. Hey, mummy.
Film in a video, eh?
We just make it essay.
We just do everything. So dumb. That's all of our questions, isn't it?
Yeah,
that's everything. That's 10 questions that we Brits Joel and I. How for you Canadians? Please engage with us in the comments. We'll reply to everyone.
Yeah.
If we can.
You wanted it. We have questions Brits have for Americans, and we had Canadians reply being like, please do this for Canada. So here you are. Let us know if you liked
guys.
it.
10% of our audience wanted this, so don't say we don't treat you. If you want to buy us a coffee, we've got some links down below. It's quite nice. Some people that have been supporting us on YouTube have also bought us a little coffee on our page. Yeah. If you fancy doing that, we'd be super appreciative of it.
Yep, and don't forget to subscribe. If you are new to this channel, we make videos all about British culture and life in the UK, and we often do comparisons between UK and Canada or
as
other
well
countries.
as loads of other fun stuff. See you next time.
See you soon.
Bye.
Bye.